You know what drives me absolutely crazy? It's seeing smart people spend hours every week wrestling with budgeting spreadsheets that promise control but actually set them back financially. Did you know the average American wastes $1,042 a year just trying to manually budget and still ends up stressed? Source for that is in the description. If you've ever spent an entire Sunday hunched over a spreadsheet, type me in the comments right now. I want to show you that you're not alone. The biggest budgeting mistake isn't that you order the extra coffee or go out to dinner. It's that you're using willpower to solve a structural problem. Today, I'm breaking down why zero-based budgeting quietly keeps you stuck in a financial survival loop. And I'll show you a step-by-step system that can automate your money so you save more, stress less, and never worry if you're doing it right. By the end, you'll have a roadmap to free up your mental energy, automatically invest for your future, and finally break out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle for good. Let's be honest. Zero-based budgeting, also called ZBB, sounds like financial discipline on steroids. Assign every dollar a job, track every transaction, and you'll never lose control. But here's the ugly truth. ZBB is like a financial cancer that drains both your wallet and your well-being. Manual budgeting demands superhuman willpower, and the stats back it up. On average, manual budgeters lose more than $1,000 every year, wasted in late fees, missed opportunities, and burnout. Source for that is in the description. So why are so many of us still clinging to a system that was never designed for human brains? If you're spending 5 hours every weekend categorizing lattes and grocery receipts, what you're really doing is giving yourself a second unpaid job. You feel productive for a week, then life throws a curveball, a flat tire, last-minute dinner, and your perfect plan explodes. Suddenly, you're pouring mental energy into fixing the spreadsheet, not fixing the structural problem. Can you relate? Drop a money emoji below if you've ever had your budget crash thanks to a single unexpected bill or impulse coffee run. Here's why willpower-based money management is doomed to fail. Willpower is a limited resource. You use it all day at work, with your family, even just fighting the urge to scroll social media. When you get home and force yourself to track every $5 expense, the tank is empty. Studies show decision fatigue hits hardest in the evening, right when most people try to fix their finances. Source: American Journal of Psychology. Link below. Let's break down the ZBB failure formula step by step. First, you make a spending decision. Next, you immediately feel a wave of guilt. Did that dinner blow my budget? Now you're stuck categorizing and adjusting, which is just unpaid ADMIN work. You see, groceries is over, fun is under. So you shuffle the numbers for next week. By the end of 3 months, burnout hits, and the whole cycle resets. Most people blame themselves, not the tool. But it's the method that's broken, not your discipline. Let me show you what this looks like in the real world. I see this all the time in my Gym Invests community. Imagine you're paid nothing to play accountant, with no real reward, just endless stress. You burn precious free time and emotional energy. All for what? Usually, you're still stuck paycheck to paycheck, even if the budget says 0 at the end of the month. The little dopamine hit of perfect columns is just an illusion of control and distracts you from the real threats underneath, like those forgotten 22% credit card balances or missed 401k matches. Here's the metaphor. You're hyper-focused on plugging the tiny leaks, the coffees and takeout, while ignoring the gaping hole in the bottom of the bucket, structural expenses, missed investment opportunities, and stress that seeps into every area of your life. Chasing $4 in savings costs you peace of mind, and often thousands in lost earnings or unclaimed tax benefits. It's putting marble countertops on a house with a crumbling foundation. Here's where the disaster spiral starts. This mechanical willpower trap. Because the system relies on mental energy, it's destined to break whenever life gets unpredictable. Your financial system should behave like a machine. It should run whether you feel motivated or not. That's what real wealth builders do differently. They build mechanics, not motivation. Let's dig even deeper into the hidden cost of ZBB, the mental bandwidth trap. Think back. When was the last time you were awake at 2:45 a.m. stressed about money? Was it a bill due or not knowing if you had enough to cover the next surprise? Science tells us this stress isn't just emotional. Biologically, it floods your body with cortisol, locking you into survival mode and robbing you of creativity, confidence, and focus. When your brain is busy fighting tiny daily money battles, your cognitive bandwidth shrinks, leaving no energy for growth moves, like negotiating a raise, researching index funds, or planning your early retirement path. Let's make this super concrete. Research from Vanguard found that having even a $2,000 cash buffer raises reported financial well-being by 21%. Source is in the description. $2,000 won't change your life, but the effect on your peace of mind is dramatic. That border gives you what every millionaire values above all: freedom from financial anxiety. Instead of agonizing over $5 micro mistakes, you start thinking like an investor, and you finally have bandwidth to chase big opportunities, not just dodge little threats. Let's check in. Does this sound like your reality? Are you constantly scanning your accounts, low-key stressed about every swipe, and feeling stuck toggling between guilt and overwhelm? If so, drop your most surprising budgeting fail in the comments. It's not your fault, and you can absolutely escape it. Let's look at Lisa's journey. Lisa is 34, a marketing manager and a classic overachiever. She tracked her sleep, her macros, and especially her cash flow, pouring 5 hours a week into ZBB maintenance. The result? Her fitness app recorded just 5 hours of sleep a night during her ZBB months. Lisa had 4 anxiety attacks a week, about $30 budget gaps, and Sunday nights became a gauntlet of spreadsheet tweaking. The moment she switched to the reverse budget system, everything changed. She set up automated savings and investing. $400 saved in her first month without endless tracking. Weekly anxiety? Gone. Sleep? Up to 7 hours a night. If you've ever felt relief letting go of manual money stress, give Lisa a shout out below. Results may vary. As always, this is education, not individual advice. So what system actually works for real life? What's the anti-ZBB solution that can put you on financial autopilot? It's called the reverse budget. You've probably heard pay yourself first, but the reverse budget goes way further. It's about setting up a passive automation funnel where your money handles itself before you can ever sabotage your own future. The reverse budget runs on 4 mechanical steps. Nail the order, and your financial system literally gets out of your way, freeing you up for what matters. And this is where money multiplies. Because removing human error and fatigue is the invisible turbocharger of wealth. Ready for the practical roadmap? Here's your step-by-step framework for automating financial peace. Step 1. Automate the incoming flow. The salary split. Most people let all their paycheck land in one checking account and only then start moving money around by hand. That's way too late. Instead, use direct deposit splitting from your employer. In your payroll forms, don't send 100% to checking A. Here's your new three-way split. First, route a fixed percentage, like 10%, straight into a high-yield savings account, also called HYSA. This becomes your emergency buffer and your future bills fund. Most HYSAs are paying 4 to 5% right now. Way better than regular savings. Check links in the description for current rates and recommended providers. Second, send a dedicated slice based on your goals directly to your investment or retirement account. This wealth account never shows up in your daily checking, so you can't spend what you don't see. Lastly, the remainder goes into your main checking. That's your guilt-free, everyday spending bucket. The best part? Whatever shows up here after all these automations runs is truly yours to spend. No guilt. You can't spend money that never landed in your visible balance. Mini reality check. How many of you have ever accidentally overspent because you saw extra money in checking? If that's ever happened, say whoops in the chat. This change means it can't happen again. Step 2. Automate the obligations. The fixed expense citadel. Bill due dates and payment reminders are another source of mental friction. Most of us rely on memory, which leads straight to late fees. Solution? Make every major recurring bill, rent, mortgage, car, utilities, internet, insurance, 100% autopay. For bills that vary, like heat, water, or credit card minimums, build a bill pay bucket. Take the highest monthly average for these categories over the last 12 months. That's your buffer target. Keep that amount in your HYSA and transfer it to checking 1 week before the due dates. This way, your buffer earns interest all month, but you'll never risk a bounced payment. This tiny timing tweak alone can save you $100 or more per year in late fees. See source in description. Time for a recap. Up to this point, you've split your pay before you even touch it and put every major bill on easy autopilot. Dramatic drop in stress. Huge drop in logistical errors. Next up, what if income doesn't come at regular intervals? I haven't forgotten you. If you freelance, work seasonal shifts, or have unpredictable paydays, adjust in 2 ways. First, build your buffer even bigger. Aim for 1 extra month of expenses in your HYSA, not just your high point average. This means when a small check rolls in, you don't scramble. Second, set your automation percentages based on the lowest month you've earned in the past year, not your average or best month. It's better to automate for your worst month and top up manually when the money rolls in. This reduces risk of overdraft or missing bills during a slow period. If you're in this situation, acknowledge that full automation may take longer to stabilize, so monitor your balances closely before moving to set it and forget it mode. If in doubt, talk to your advisor. Your situation matters. Now, let's bring this to life with Marcus, 27, a software engineer. Marcus spent his first year in tech using calendar reminders for rent, utilities, and loan payments. He still overdrafted 3 times in a quarter. $105 down the drain in fees. Even with a digital budget, one forgotten bill would throw his month off. Switching to automated auto pay, timed with his bill pay buffer, changed everything, literally within 3 weeks. His missed fees went to zero. He saved an extra $280 a month purely from not missing payments or stress spending. The real gift? He didn't dread opening his banking app for the first time in years. As always, results vary. This isn't one-size-fits-all advice. Let's pause for a lightning recap. So far, you've set up direct paycheck splitting, auto-saved a buffer, and locked recurring costs safely behind automation. Are you feeling more in control already? Give this video a thumbs up if these first 2 steps are opening your eyes to what's possible. Step 3. Automate the wealth building. The optimal investment sequence. This is the step where most financial channels stop at just save more. But here at Jim Invests, we go deep. Your automated wealth building depends on the exact order of contribution. Set up recurring automatic transfers, also called dollar cost averaging or DCA, for every possible account, in this order. 1. If your employer offers a 401k match, fund this first, every pay period. This is literally free money. A 100% immediate return. If you have access and aren't participating, you're leaving thousands on the table every year. If you want more on this math, see my Retirement Fundamentals episode. 2. Once matched, max out your health savings account, or HSA, if eligible. The HSA is the triple tax-advantaged hidden ace in the U.S. finance system. Contributions are pre-tax, growth is tax-free, and withdrawals for medical costs are untaxed. Pro tip: save medical receipts and pay out of pocket today to let those investments grow tax-free for decades. 3. Next, contribute to an IRA, traditional or Roth, depending on your situation. Consult the tax professional for specifics. IRAs give you lower fees and more control than many 401ks and should be funded automatically every month to hit annual maximums. For 2024, that's $7,000 for most people under 50. 4. Only after those are maxed should you go back and ramp up your 401k deferrals further. Every contribution should be automated as a recurring fixed expense, never voluntary or ad hoc. This automates investing discipline and eliminates stress from market ups and downs, since DCA buys more shares when markets are down, fewer when they're high. Whenever I talk investment, let me remind you, this is education only, not financial advice. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Consult a licensed financial advisor for your specific case. Now, let's check in. Is your emergency fund topped up every month without fail? Are your major bills and investment deposits fully on autopilot? If so, you're beating 80% of Americans at money management. Step 4. The guilt-free spending. The leftovers rule. After automation, what's left in checking is your real flex budget. This is totally the opposite of ZBB, where every coffee requires justification. Now, grab that latte, enjoy dinner with friends, or buy the jacket. Zero guilt. Here's why. You've already paid your future self, your bills, your debts, and your investments. The money left can't sabotage long-term goals, so there's nothing to micromanage. Mathematically, those little splurges won't hurt your retirement if they're spent from what's left after automating all critical priorities. Time for a real-life story to make this vivid. Sarah, 41, a full-time working mom of two felt trapped by traditional budgeting. Any surprise expense, a $180 pair of glasses for her son, used to throw her entire month into chaos. When she trialed the reverse budget, the money for emergencies was always there. Stress vanished. And as Sarah put it, I didn't have to apologize to my kids or skip groceries. I actually felt proud to handle it. That's the kind of peace we're all after. And as always, results may vary. This is not personal financial advice. Let's put it simply. ZBB forces you to justify every expense, creating constant guilt and mental friction. With the reverse budget, you automate first and spend the leftovers, guilt-free. No spreadsheet, no stress, no shame. It's the system that safeguards your financial future and your emotional energy, freeing you to focus on bigger opportunities for growth. Let's roll into a rapid-fire recap so you're ready to act. Step 1. Automate incoming pay into WISA, investments, and spending buckets via paycheck splitting. Step 2. Put all recurring bills on autopay and buffer for variable expenses using WISA. Step 3. Automate investment contributions in precise order. 401k match, HSA, IRA, 401k extra. Step 4. Enjoy spending the money left in checking. Guilt-free. No willpower. No Sunday stress marathons. No need to endlessly tweak catters. Here's your 7-day reverse budget challenge, because nothing changes if you don't put this into practice. Day 1. Tonight, set up your direct deposit so at least 10% goes straight to your savings or investment account. Day 3. By midweek, get every recurring bill you possibly can set on autopay and update your buffer for unpredictable bills. Day 7. By this time next week, activate a recurring transfer to your chosen investment account. No reminders needed. It's all automated. Stick with this for just a few days, and I guarantee you'll feel your stress dropping and your confidence gaining momentum. If you're ready to get even more help, download the free Reverse Budget Calculator at the link below. It'll tell you instantly how to set your ideal savings, investing, and flex spending numbers. No spreadsheet or guesswork needed. Let me know in the comments what the most surprising budgeting mistake you've found is. I'll feature the best ones in a future episode. And if you're finding this framework helpful, hit subscribe for weekly money tools, stories, and deep dives with me, Jim, at Jim Invests. Just remember, results may vary based on your situation and income stability. This is educational, not individual financial advice. Automation by itself doesn't guarantee investment growth. Past results from any strategy are not a promise of what you'll experience. Talk to a licensed advisor before making major changes. The ultimate bottom line? You don't need superhuman willpower or bulletproof discipline to achieve financial peace. With the reverse budget, you let mechanics, not motivation, carry your wealth building forward. It's not fancy, it's not complicated, but it's the boring, effective path. And it's how you start living wealthy before you even feel rich. All right, what are you waiting for? Go to your bank app right now and request up your first automatic transfer. Stop tracking pennies. Start automating wealth. And trade stress for peace of mind. Your future self is counting on you. Let's recap. Automation is the antidote to burnout. With the reverse budget, you set your money on autopilot. Split your paycheck at the source. Buffer your bills. Automate your investments in the smartest order. Then give yourself permission to spend what's left. guilt-free. Take action in 3 steps. Tonight, set up your direct deposit so at least 10% goes to savings or investments. By day 3, put all your bills on autopay and update your buffer. And by this time next week, activate recurring investments. Let technology do the heavy lifting. In just 1 week, you'll see your financial stress shrink and your confidence begin to soar. Ready for faster results? Download my free reverse budget calculator with the link below to customize your new system. No spreadsheets, just clarity. Subscribe for more step-by-step money systems that let you spend with confidence and invest smart. Next episode, I'll break down the psychology behind money triggers and show you exactly how to break old financial habits for good. Drop your #1 budgeting frustration in the comments. I'll answer the top ones in the next video. Final reminder, this framework is for educational purposes and may not fit every financial situation. Automation doesn't guarantee profit, and past results are not a predictor of your future. Consult a licensed advisor for personal recommendations. Your peace of mind is worth the shift. See you in the next one.